Hello fellow collectors and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at the DX Zaia Slashriser from Kamen Rider 01. Now as you can see, as he is featured very prominently here on the box, this is the Henshin device for Kamen Rider Jin Burning Falcon. We thought Jin was gone, but he came back like a phoenix, but instead it's Burning Falcon. I think that's weird. I just feel like if you're looking for a Firebird, especially for someone who was thought to be dead but was reborn, why not go with a Phoenix? Instead, we had Burning Falcon. Whatever. He's still cool. It's obviously a remold of the Shot Riser. We'll get into that more later, but I do like the form. I think that's pretty cool. I'm glad Jin came back ultimately, so I just feel like Phoenix was right there, and you missed it, and I don't know why. But in any case, this was a premium Bandai item, so I just got this in. As you can see, you get the Slashriser and the Burning Falcon key. 2 AAA batteries are needed. The watch batteries are included for the Progress key, which is always appreciated. And then you have a pretty cool picture there on the back, so I like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the packaging, so I'll get them out of there and we'll take a closer look. So here is the Slashriser and the Burning Falcon Progress key out of the box. I will mention that you do also get belt straps for this. So you get the belt straps to put through here, as well as a little plastic block that kind of goes on the back to hold it together. I don't ever bother wearing these, so I just usually leave that stuff in the box. But I wanted to mention it is included. Right off the bat, I can tell you this is something stupid that annoys me. This thing, while I like the look of it, it sticks down below this so it doesn't sit flat. Like with the Shot Riser, it's nice because you can just sit it and it all kind of, you know, it straight across. It sits very nicely. This one doesn't. It's going to rest on the point of that, which I don't love. So that's going to make displaying it more difficult. So we'll see how that goes. But ultimately, I feel like that's going to get bent over time. I don't know. That just seems like just not looking out on that. I don't know. I feel like it's literally, what would you say, not even half an inch too long? I don't know. Seems like an oof to me. But anyway, we'll take this off. I think it looks cool. I mean, obviously it looks weird because it's like the gun that just stops and it's a blade. I would have liked it if the blade part was a little bit longer. It's kind of a little bit softer, translucent, dark black plastic. This is not as soft, but up here it definitely is. But it's not very sharp or anything, so safety regulations and whatnot. But nice silver paint here. The red looks good. Silver paint on both sides, which I appreciate. You have the speaker, on and off switch. You do have the 2 AAA batteries that go right in there. So overall, I think it's neat. You know, I would have liked, like I said, the blade a little bit longer. I think on the show it's a little bit longer, but when he puts it on his waist, it's shorter. So I don't know. If they would have given you some way to like interchange them, that would have been amazing, but I feel like that's asking too much. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to display this now. I guess I'm going to have to just let it sit like that. I mean, it'll stay. It's not like it has balance problems. I just don't know if I like putting all the weight on that little point. I feel like over time that's going to give. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But we'll put that off to the side for a moment. I guess I'll just sit it down like that. So we can check out the Burning Falcon Progress key. So I think it looks really cool. It's got a nice metallic red on the front. It's really sharp. And then you have the translucent red. You have kind of a gunmetal gray on the back here. Batteries are included. You just pull out the tab. You can see it is 027 there on the QR code. So the ability is Inferno Wing.
Burning Falcon's ability.
It's kind of creepy because, like, I know that these are supposed to be, like, robotic skeletons, but they've always kind of looked like bones to me, so now it looks like a flaming bird corpse. It's weird. I don't know. I mean, ultimately, I think it looks cool, but it's also a little unsettling at the same time. But either way, I think that looks awesome. I love that picture right here. That kind of flaming bird picture right there, I think looks really, really cool. It's going to look really cool in the Slashriser as well, so definitely like this. Definitely think this key is really, really cool. So we're going to go ahead, let's turn this on. I guess we'll take it off of this first. So on and off switch right there.
Slashriser.
Says the same. It actually sounds to me like it's saying Splashriser. I'm going to do it again.
Slashriser.
So I think it's saying like Splash or Slash. I don't know. I'm assuming it's supposed to be saying Slashriser, but it sounds like saying Splashriser, at least to me. Go ahead, hit the button.
Infernal Wind. Burn Rise.
Oh, you know what I should do actually before we do that? That's going to freak out now. It does have a normal slash sound. You can see this lights up. It's a normal slash sound, so now we'll put this back in. That's really cool.
Slash Rise. Burning Falcon. The strongest wings bearing the fire of hell.
There you go. That is a phrase. Now the slash sound changes. It kind of sounds like it has like a fire effect to it, which I think is really cool. Like it's a sword on fire. That's really nice. Hit the button.
Infernal Wing. Burning Rain.
So pretty cool. I like that powered up sound effect. If we pop it on here.
Infernal Wing. Burning Rain.
So as you can see, it works pretty much the same as the Shot Riser. You have the same sound effects, you have the transformation, then you have the two different sound effects with the waist component attached or not attached. Yeah, otherwise, that's pretty much it. There's not really any like sound effects or phrases from the show or anything like that. I feel like they've kind of stopped doing that. I wonder if they just found out that like people don't really care about that much. I don't know. This is pure conjecture on my part. It doesn't mean that much to me, obviously, because I can't understand most of them. I don't mind, like, you know, maybe 5, something like that, but this is just, you know, just like the Shot Riser, works exactly the same and comes with a really cool... I feel like this could have been a normal retail release. I just think they weren't confident in its sales because it's not in the show for very long. But it works just like a normal release would as far as, you know, like the Shot Riser. It has the same kind of play pattern. So it's exact same 3 attacks. Just for fun, we'll go ahead, we'll do Rising Hopper.
Jump. On the rise. Slash Rise. Rising Hopper. A jump to the sky turns to a rider kick.
I do notice, though, that unlike the Shot Riser, it doesn't play sounds at the same time that the English phrase is happening in the key, and I think that's because it's the primary Henshin device for the Burning Falcon key, so they want to make sure you would hear that phrase, but I do appreciate it. I think that's nice. Any key you use in here, you'll actually be able to hear the English phrase instead of this thing just making explosion sounds over it.
Jump. Rising Blast.
You can hear that we're kind of back to the, like, Shot Riser sounds.
Rising Blast.
So I guess the key actually thinks it's in the Shot Riser. That's kind of interesting. Makes sense, but... So, pretty cool. I just wanted to try out a regular key. You know, obviously it's made for this one, but I wanted to try out because, you know, you can put whatever keys you want in this thing, so... Pretty nifty. But like I said, I guess that's really it for this, but we can go ahead and try this out in all of the other Henshin devices. So we'll start with the 01 driver. So it even says revive like a phoenix, and then it says burning falcon. Come on, guys, you're dancing around it. It's right there. So pretty cool. Like I said, I absolutely love that like burning falcon emblem in the middle of the driver. I think that looks really, really cool. But pretty excellent sound effects in the 01 driver. Alright, next up we'll do the shot riser. I do think it's funny. It's like Inferno Wit, and then it gets too excited that the explosion fire sound happens before it can finish saying the word wing. So once again, you get the shot riser just making explosion sounds over top of everything. And then the force riser. I gotta be honest, it kind of just sounds like a jumbled mess of sounds. That's a little better. And then the cyclone riser. Now the Zetsume Riser. And of course, the attached weapon.
Mobilize key confirmed. Ready to utilize. Burning Falcon's ability. Burning attacks. Blade rise. Burning Kamen slash. Charge rise. Burning charge. Full charge. Burning Kamen dynamic. Charge rise.
As I knock it all about. There we go. I think this thing is pretty cool. I actually like it a lot. Couple of little things. I do feel like it could have been a normal retail release for the amount of functionality that it has. I guess they just weren't confident in the sales numbers for it. But usually with Premium Bandai, you're used to a little bit more functionality. I mean, sure, they kind of just usually load in a bunch of Japanese phrases, which don't do all that much for me since I don't speak fluent Japanese, but I can sometimes understand bits and pieces. In the end, I still think it's really cool. I just feel like they could have done a little bit more. I think it would have been neat if they would have given you, even if just like a cheap little chain or something for the progress key, just because that's how Jin like has it connected to his belt or whatever by the chain. I don't need it. I don't think it's necessary, but it would have been a neat little extra to just throw in there, something like that. Just a little something extra. Again, it's not that I have a problem with it. I like it. I just feel like making it Premium Bandai, it's a certain connotation that it's going to be a little bit more than a normal release, and this just feels very much like the Shot Riser, but with a sword instead. So I don't know. I just feel like it doesn't feel like a Premium Bandai item. So I don't know. Take that for what it is. In the end, I still think it's fun. Nice paint applications. I do think this is kind of dumb, having this little bit of the edge reach below so it doesn't sit flush. I guess if they expect you to put it on like a one of those driver stands, so that it would be kind of hanging in the air, it's not a problem. But I usually just kind of sit it on the shelf with that thing. So we'll see how it goes. But ultimately, I do think it's fun. I like it. I actually think it works better as a sword than I thought it would. When I first saw original pictures, I thought it looked really stupid. But having it in hand, I think it ultimately looks better than I originally thought. And I think they did a nice job with the silver paint. I appreciate that the silver paint's on both sides. I feel like that's something that probably the normal retail release would not have gotten. So maybe that's your little bit extra that you're getting there. I would have loved like an extra swappable longer blade or something. But again, I understand that's asking a lot, but just something that would have been neat. So at the end of the day, I still think you should pick it up. At this point, probably Mandarake or maybe buy Yahoo Japan Auction, something like that. Probably your best bet, since it was a Premium Bandai item. I mean, some places might still have a few of these, because I think it just recently came out. But I think it's fun. And at this point, I'm really just trying to get to 10 different Henshin devices with 01. So this gets us to like, what, 6, 7? Somewhere in that area. I think 7. Waiting for my Raid Riser to make it 8. And then if they do the Arc Zero driver, that'll get us to 9. And then actually, wait, there's that repaint, that China exclusive repaint of the 01 driver that would get us to 10. So there you go. We'll see how it goes. In any case, I think it's worth picking up. I just feel like it could have been a normal retail release instead of Premium Bandai. But if you don't mind a little bit of extra cost, I think what you get is very cool, and I love the Burning Falcon progress key. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, Thanks so much for watching.